Deus 2 version 2.00. Now you'll see this with the version 1.1. This is the 11-inch coil. I'm going to show you a few things here. Now I've showed some of this stuff before, but not much on some of it. And you know, this is sort of like a little package deal video here. You're out using this equipment. Now you know the frequency you use can drive behavior on this machine around modern trash. Well, we're going to just look at sensitive FT with a max frequency of 40. Now that is a clad dime. A little piece of fall up there perched above it, okay? So I'm in the sensitive FT program here. 90 sensitivity, I'm in full tones. I've got it notched to 80. Now, let's say that clad dime there is desirable target. Running this machine with what you see sitting up there with a notch of 80 coming as such, I get two-way signal. I can get one-way signal if I run the notch up higher. But remember, I'm going to hear zinc and pennies at an 80 notch, right? Okay, so see what I'm saying? I could go get a silver diamond, put it down there, and I can maneuver that fall there to make it behave just like it does over that clad dime. So running a high notch, looking for high conductors, that's what you can run into. You could miss one because you're getting only one-way signal. Okay? So you hear that. We got an 86 in the meter. 83. Alright. Well, that's not even quite zinc and penny range. That clad dime will read higher than a zinc and penny. Reading about 88 in the meter on that when I go down there on that call. Okay, so when you got this machine with a remote, you know, you can toggle programs. So let's say this speed one, silencer one's your hunt program. And you're out hunting in a site that's got modern trash and you're looking for higher conductors. Now you can have a nickel window open on this machine too. You can take shots at go rings, you know, that's up to you. So you see what I've got there. I've got that signal there, 82, 85, two-way signal. But if I run the notch up on this machine to 86 or 7, I'll only get one-way signal. So I have a chance of missing that target. Higher chance of not locating it. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here. Now I don't have these adjacent, but you can set your machine up like this. Okay. So I don't have any notch in this program I've got named cat. Now notice what happens when I wiggle that call over where I get that signal in my hunt program. Wiggle that call and I've got that 32 in there with no notch. Okay, so that would tell you, low conductive masking, that 82, 83 ID I've got is probably an error. Now, you could get some results coming over here to expose that clad dime. Okay, if I go back over here to sensitive FT, see if I get out right there, now I'm still above that fall. I'm getting some 88 ID when I get this call out over here, but remember, we're assuming this is clean over here. It may not be clean over here. This may be the only place you can get what you're getting. Okay? So now what I've done, I'm going to show you this here. So you see that can expose lower conductive masking. So you set up your two adjacent programs and you check it with a no notch. Because if there's a low conductor down there like fall or something like that, a little sliver of aluminum, a little sliver of lead, that 40 max frequency on this program right here is going to light it up. It's going to see it more so than it's going to see your dime, especially it being closer to the coal. Okay, so now I'm going to transition over here, and I've looked at this. Now I've got this program here set up the same exact way, but it's pitch tones with a 60 sensitivity with the same 80 notch. Remember my earlier videos I showed where you could maybe judge some depth? Remember, we're getting sort of junk ID on this setup here. We're getting 82, 85 for ID. So now I'm at 60 with this 11-inch coil. You hear how low that sounds? So that means that target there being masked, it's not very shallow, okay? Now, what I want to share with you, see that fall there? That's playing with that signal. Even at a 60 sensitivity, I can still hear that dime, okay? Because I've got the 80 notch in this machine. I'm even getting ID on it. See it in there? But it's weak sounding. If I remove that fall, okay, you hear that? Now I'm coming pretty close to the top of that block. You hear that signal at 60 sensitivity. Now I'm going to remove this foil. Okay, and let's see what this sounds like now. Hear that? So it's a little stronger. And it's a little fuller because the masker's gone. Okay, so if you use this 60 sensitivity for depth, it's still going to work for you. But just remember, a masker could throw it off somewhat, okay? So the target, what I'm saying, the target may not be as deep as what you think with a masker there using, say, a 60 sensitivity. Okay, now I'm going to sweep over that block. That's 60 sensitivity. That's a clad dime. I'll let you see what that looks like there. Alright, now I'm just going to go straight over here and go to 90 sensitivity. This is the 11-inch coil. See what I'm talking about? So you can see, and what I'll do is I'll move this block. Now, just the old clad dime is there. Now, it's the same size as a silver dime. And I'm going to go back here to 60 sensitivity. Speed 1. I'll noise cancel it just in case there's something here bothering this machine. Okay. So this is speed 1. Silencer 1. Sensitive FT, okay? So now I'm down here on the 11-inch coil. I'm an inch above this dime. Okay, here's 3 inches. 4, 5. That's a little over 6. Hear that? So this coil doing air test behaves a whole lot with the same 60 sensitivity as the 9-inch coil. But in the ground, this thing may be stronger. So you might want to do some in-ground tests. You might want to use a little lower than 60 sensitivity, possibly. Okay, I don't think you'll want to use higher. Okay, you hear that machine? That right there is about 7 inches. You hear that little whisper? Okay, that's going to conclude the video. So if you can set yourself up, like I said, 3 adjacent programs. You're out in a site with modern trash looking for high conductors. So you would have a way to check for maskers because you don't trust the ID. You don't have to run the notch so high up in the conductivity range to where you might cut some of your mask targets off totally or with one-way signal. So you could check them. You also have a way you could go toggle with a 60 sensitivity, same hunt program, with the same notch, and check your target depth, give you an idea. That menu system, being able to do that right there on this DS2 is tremendous. Are you listening, Mind Lab? Are you listening, Nocta? Okay? Once you get to know what this machine can do for you in the different venues, having that menu where I can go through these programs with different frequency, with different speed, different notch, and have open slot programs to put my own stuff in. That's going to conclude the video. I hope everybody has a nice day.